Have you ever imagined yourself standing in the middle of a vast desert? During the day, the blazing sun scorches the sand, making every grain feel like it could burn your feet. Temperatures can climb to 40, even 50 degrees Celsius. Yet just a few hours after sunset, the entire atmosphere shifts. Cold winds sweep across, the sand cools rapidly, and temperatures can drop close to 0 degrees Celsius, a strange paradox. How can a place that's scorching hot by day turn into a freezer at night? Let's uncover the science behind this phenomenon. 1. The missing atmospheric blanket in deserts. On Earth, air and water vapor act like a giant blanket. During the day, sunlight heats the ground as it absorbs energy. At night, the surface releases that heat in the form of infrared radiation. In humid areas, water vapor and clouds trap much of this heat and radiate it back down, keeping nights relatively warm. But deserts are different. With extremely low humidity and rare clouds, there is no heat-trapping blanket. Warmth escapes directly into space. Result: the desert loses heat quickly and becomes freezing cold. 2. Sand, a poor heat keeper. Desert sand is like a fickle character. When the sun rises, tiny grains of sand absorb heat extremely fast, making the ground scorching hot. But once darkness falls, they release that heat just as quickly. Unlike oceans or even moist soil, which can hold heat for longer, sand is bad at keeping secrets. It heats up and cools down almost instantly, creating extreme day-night temperature swings. 3. Clear skies. Sunlight in, heat out. If you've ever been in a big city, you'll notice nights rarely feel freezing, partly because buildings trap heat, and partly because clouds blanket the sky. But in deserts, the sky is nearly empty. During the day, without clouds to filter sunlight, the ground bakes under direct rays. At night, with no clouds to trap heat, warmth escapes freely into space. It's like sleeping without a blanket in winter. The body's heat quickly disappears. 4. Intense heat radiation. Here's an interesting fact. Earth's surface constantly emits energy as infrared radiation. At night, desert ground radiates large amounts of this energy. In humid or cloudy regions, radiation is absorbed and reflected back down. But in deserts, it escapes straight into space. As a result, in just a few hours, temperatures can plummet by tens of degrees. That's why you can find yourself shivering only hours after sweating under the burning sun. 5. Desert winds, the cold amplifier. Not just sand, and the atmosphere winds also make deserts colder. As the ground rapidly loses heat, winds sweep away the little warmth left, like a fan blowing over melting ice. The chill feels even sharper, especially in arid regions with strong winds. 6. A world of contrasts. Let's compare. In tropical rainforests, nights are hot and humid. Along coastlines, day-night temperature swings are small because water stores heat well. But in deserts, contrasts are extreme. Days are like a furnace, nights like a freezer. This unique trait makes deserts one of the harshest environments on Earth. 7. The impact on life. Sudden temperature shifts pose huge challenges for living things. Desert animals are often nocturnal, active only after the day's heat fades. Yet they must also adapt to unexpected cold. Desert plants, like cacti, develop thick, waxy layers and special structures to survive both heat and cold. Humans are no exception. Desert tribes have long learned to wear thick cloaks at night to fight the cold, even though they endure blazing heat during the day. 8. Lessons from the desert. The hot by day, cold by night desert phenomenon reminds us of the fragile balance of climate. Even the absence of something as simple as clouds or humidity can completely change an environment. This also helps scientists understand climates on other planets. For example, on Mars, with its thin, dry atmosphere day-night, Temperature swings are far harsher than in Earth's deserts. 9. Conclusion. The desert, a test of endurance. So next time you see an image of a desert, remember it's not just a barren land of sand. It's a place where heat and cold coexist, where nature continuously challenges life with extremes. A desert's cold nights are not a mystery, but clear evidence of the power of physics and climate. A simple yet profound lesson. Without the atmospheric blanket, Earth is left exposed to the cold. And that is why deserts are cold at night.